Number 9 is graph of polynomial function. Graph the following polynomial function. H of x equals x plus 3 times x minus 1 times x plus 1, which is x cubed minus 13x minus 12. We're going to graph this using end behavior. End behavior is we identify the end behavior of the graph just by looking at the function. Let me explain what end behavior is. End behavior of polynomial function is a polynomial function will open up if the leading term is even power. Even power means x squared, x to the 4, x to the 6, x to the 8, x to the 10, and so on. So it will open up if the leading coefficient is positive, that is 4x squared, 2x to the 4, and so on. And it will open down if the leading coefficient is negative, for example, minus 3x to the 6 plus 5x minus 5x to the 10, and so on. Then if the leading term is odd power means x cubed, x to the 5, x to the 7, x to the 9, x to the 11, and those are odd powers. So if the leading term is odd power and its coefficient is positive, for example 5x to the 7, 3x to the 6 to the 5, and so on. In that case it is odd power, and with a positive coefficient, then it will increase from left to right. And if it is odd power and its coefficient is negative, for example minus 6x to the 9, then it will decrease from left to right. So now by looking at this, the power, the degree is 3, that means it is odd, and you have positive coefficient, it is 1, that means this is the end behavior of this is increases from left to right. So it will increase from left to right, that means it is C. Then identify the x-intercepts. It is x cubed, so it will have 3 or less x-intercepts, and the vertex will be 2 or less. Vertex means the turning points, which is the highest point and the lowest point. It is 2 or less. So now to graph it, so first find the y-intercept, which is h of 0, which is y equals 0 plus 3 times 0 minus 4 times 0 plus 1, which is minus 12. Then find the x-intercept. The x-intercept is h of x equal to 0, which is x plus 3 times x minus 4 times x plus 1 equal to 0. That is x equals minus 3, x equals minus 1, and the x equals 4 are the x-intercepts. So now the vertex, the turning points, at this point we don't know what they are. Once you get to calculus class, you will learn how to take derivative, set it equal to 0 to find the maximum and the minimum point. But right now we're going to use this analysis to graph it. So to graph this, so the first thing is we graph the end behavior. The end is this point, this line. That means that is this line. So x equals minus 3 is the x-intercept to the left. Then from minus 3 to infinity, it is this graph. Then that is the left end. The right end is it is x equals 4 is the x-intercept to the right, and that is the right end is this, so it is this point. Then in between is this, between these two endpoints. So to graph this, so we know it is going to cross at x equals -3, so cross it, so go up. Then at some point you have to turn down because it has to cross x at -1. So go up, then turn down, then at x equals -1 you cross it, then keep going down. It will cross it also at y equals -12, then keep going down. Then at some point you have to turn back, and that is you have to cross the x-axis at 4. And that's how you graph using this in the behavior analysis. So in calculus, as I said, you will learn how to take derivative and set it equal to 0 to find this maximum point and this minimum point. Please subscribe, share, and like, and ask your friends to subscribe, share, and like.